day three of hunting in Kansas. Decided to get a morning sit-in because it is just brutally warm and it ain't gonna get any better anytime soon, so we figured the mornings might be a chance while the temperatures are a little bit cool. We'll see. I've seen a handful of deer around, probably 8-10 deer already off in the distance. Just a couple small bucks and a handful of doe. Got the sun rising. Been battling the sun here. I'm gonna be battling it again this morning. It's kind of rising right in my face, but we said it yesterday. We're just gonna have to get lucky. There are some bucks that are probably just starting to get interested in these does, and normally the weather doesn't stop them from that. So we just gotta get lucky that somebody's feeling the love at some point and wants to either go look or already found and bumps a doe close by. Good morning, Kansas. How about that for a start? It's like 8:30. I haven't even been able to do an interview yet. I had 3 doe come in right at first light. Mama kind of pegged me up here. And honestly, she was circling me so much, I was going to shoot her. If she came back behind me and gave me a chip shot, I was getting ready to shoot her. I heard a couple bucks tinkling their horns together early. And all of a sudden, them two bucks came, read the script right up. Literally 15 yards, gave me every shot in the book. The 1-8 literally got right under the tree. Pretty wild. But this is our first morning hunt. And man, I'm glad we did it. It's chilly. It was 46 coming in here. It's gonna be in the mid 80s today. this morning, this first few hours of the morning, is going to be the coolest part of the daylight that we have. It's going to warm up considerably. But I think these mornings are going to be the ticket. They already proved to be pretty solid. I'm in this beautiful, absolutely beautiful Kansas creek bottom. All the bedding is behind me, and that's why these deer are coming off the ag fields and working through this creek bottom, and then they're going back behind me to bed. All 5 of them deer end up working their way back. It's beautiful in here. Beautiful. I mean, when you think about watching the old monster bucks and the old Waddell road trips, these Kansas creek bottoms are what you think of, especially as we're getting towards the end of October and getting closer to the rut. Man, just pinch me. Pinch me, pinch me. I'm living a dang dream. It's tough to describe it any other way. This probably will mean a lot to a lot of people that get to hunt out here, or from this area, or this part of the Midwest, whatever, but for a young lad who grew up hunting small acre chunks in Ohio and western New York, this is a damn dream come true. So if you'll indulge with me, we're going to enjoy the rest of the morning, and Lord willing, we can fling an arrow. Man, that was awesome. Freaking awesome. Guys, I had to show you something. Look at this. So many of these big ass cedar trees. Are rubbed up in here. As gorgeous of a piece of timber as you could get. Ladies and gentlemen, we are off. It's time. We're going with the shirt tucked in today, feeling like a boss. Dino and I are lickety splitting. Hey.
What? Thanks, man. Thanks for that.
Do good things.
You're leaving good.
May the arrow fly true.
It will.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Send it. Okay, love you.
See you later, tater head.
Do a big buck dance.
Big buck dance.
Let's go, baby! Need one hanging. What? Sick of it. I can see it up on the neck.
Falling in love again. We need some tunes in here to fire shit up. I mean, gosh damn it. Gosh damn it. We are headed back out. I'm going to the same spot that I was in last night. We've got a little, I don't know if it's a little a front blowing through or what, but it is getting overcast, and my goodness, do I like that. I like that a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know why? Well, because the sun, it just kind of blares you, or it can at least, and last night I was getting blared just facing the sun. Even though it's 80 degrees, with this overcast and the breeze that we have, it feels cooler. I like this. I like it a lot. I'm going after a buck named Victor. He's a giant, so to speak. He's a giant for me. I don't give a shit who else he's a giant for. I like him. Victor's a boss. He's a big old mainframe 10. He's got 2 little cheater flyers off of his G2s, and I think he's got an extra point in here. He's actually a mainframe 11. But big deer. I just like, he's a mysterious creature, you know. Nobody knows where he lives. People around are getting photos of him, but nobody can hone in on this deer, and that arouses me. That excites me. That chase, that unknown, that just Hail Mary, nobody can kill this deer. It excites me. I want to go after those deer. We got a good win for it tonight, so that's what we're gonna do. Going in for Victor. It's a long walk in there. It's a long walk out, but my gosh, it could be worth it. There's a couple other big deer in there as well that I would not even hesitate or say no to. So, get after it, baby. Kansas! Oh, midnight train, Kansas! Gotta love Kansas. I love Kansas. Our Kansas. I can see you up on Main.
All right, y'all. Just got in the tree. Back in the spot that Dave and I hunted 2 nights ago. This is a great farm, hunting over a massive cut cornfield. The deer have been coming out into it. It was a little slow a couple nights ago, but it's very unpredictable right now with this really warm weather that we have. And we've had nights where a buck will just show up on camera randomly in the daylight, and then you won't see him again for a couple days. So, or you just won't see him again. It's at that time where they're starting to take little cruises, but the pre-rut's just teetering about to kick off here. And yeah, you just never know. There hasn't been a ton on this camera, but this is a huge property, and anything can show up. That's what's happening at a lot of these spots. So Dave and I are just trying to get lucky, and we're rolling the dice, picking a couple spots and rolling with it. So I was so fired up coming in here, I forgot to turn the GoPro on the entire time walking back here. It's warm again. It's about 80 degrees right now. It's just crazy for the 3rd week in October. It's literally nuts that it's this hot, and it's going to be 90 degrees tomorrow, and it's going to be 90 again, I think, on Thursday. It's just nuts. So not ideal deer hunting weather, but this is what we have. These are the cards we have dealt to us, and we are going to play them. What I do like about tonight is we have a lot of overcast, a lot of clouds on the horizon, and they're slowly heading this way. So the last hour and a half, we should have no sun, which is going to cool things down a little bit. We have a little bit more breeze today too. I like it. If we can get this last 2 hours of overcast, good things can happen. I already see a small buck. He's coming this way actually. Just came out of that thicket over there in the standing beans. Oh yeah, he's making his way. I knew something had to be bedding in there. I knew it. Where's your big boy friend? Bedding in there too? I like seeing that. It's early. Oh yeah. That, when we hung this stand, part of the reason we hung the stand is because there's 2 chunks of trees and they are in the middle of a drainage that is, it's got to be close to a mile long, but everything else is standing beans around on both sides. And I'm like, one of the big deer we have on camera in here is very mysterious. And I promise you, he is messing around in that drainage. There's actually 2. There's one on the north side of the farm. And I would bet he's using either or, but it's too good. They can't get messed with in there. And if anybody messes with them, they're going to hear or see him coming, so. But that buck came right out of it. He marched all the way across these beans. He went through my wind, gave me a shot at 13 behind me. Came through the wind, through the tree row, onto this side. I could have shot him. He fed out in the corn for a little bit. And then he walked right through here, and I just got to watch him do his thing at like 8 yards, 10 yards maybe. Right here, licking branches, sniffing them. Just being a deer. Being a young buck. That was really cool. It just, I say it, but we are amongst the deer out here in Kansas. Everywhere else we hunt, probably besides North Dakota. The deer are amongst the people, but here it's different. We're with them. There's a lot of them, and we're with them. And when you get to witness them in their element like that, it doesn't matter how big of a buck or old buck, doe, whatever. It's cool. And they have no idea you're here. Testament. The reason we use code blue. The reason we wear Rocky camo. I mean, my boots, everything. Like, this deer's walking all over my tracks, and he doesn't even peek up here. Doesn't even peek. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Definitely a nice night. Only seen 2 deer. It's gotta just be this heat. Man, if we had some cool temperatures, I have no doubts that it would be really good right now. Got some cows walking behind me. It's 15 minutes. We got about 15 minutes left, so see what happens the last 15 minutes. I'm gonna run out of camera light here shortly, but if anything comes out, we'll let you know about it. This is night 3 in Kansas. We're at the midway point. Need something to happen despite this warm weather. That's not going to change. Well, my night's coming to a close. It was a good one, I thought. I only saw 1 deer, but he read the script. Super cool footage, super cool encounter. A sunset that was pretty spectacular. I ain't gonna be mad about any of that. Pending a few more minutes and whatever else the boys we're gonna go back, grill some venison, and flip the page. Tomorrow is another day. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, leave us a comment, and we'll see you back in a tree bright and early. If it's anything like this morning, y'all want to be up for it.